Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. So today I'd like to review a video that's making some pretty big waves on the internet right now, especially in the UFO community, and has been emailed to me countless times, tweeted to me, sent to me on Facebook, and has become, at least in the minds of a ton of people, what is being called one of the best pieces of UFO footage in recent memory. And so today, I thought that I would review it here, let you guys check it out, as well as show you some other footage of similar types of these UFOs, and just a little bit more about this elusive phenomenon, where it would appear, or at least the evidence would seem to suggest that out of the various types of UFOs that have been recorded throughout history, there is a specific type of UFO, probably best known by the moniker fast walker or fast mover, but mainly fast walkers. And well, what are fast walkers? Well, it's just like it sounds. These are unidentified objects that move so fast that there's hardly any footage of them. And when footage does surface of these things, they're usually moving so fast, you just see a very strange little blur. And oddly enough, most of them seem to be captured by drones. And so, to this new piece of footage here, which I will put the links to down below. There's several links, and I want you guys to head over and watch the original videos of it, as well as an interview with the filmmakers who were not out hunting UFOs, but were in the midst of making a film. And they were out in Utah, looking to capture some B-roll footage, which, if you don't know, B-roll is just background footage or filler footage, bird's eye view footage of the terrain from a drone. And so originally they were just looking to get some footage for a film they were making of the beautiful Utah hills, when they got home, checked through their footage, and noticed something they couldn't explain that seemed to be coming out from the hills of Beaver, Utah, which is actually just a couple of hundred miles away from Nevada, Area 51, that was moving at such an incredible rate of speed, actually turning on its side, like you would think of a fighter jet or something like that, zooming past the drone, and it's created a firestorm. And you're seeing that footage now, where we had this drone, which I think according to the filmmakers in the interview was maybe 500 feet up, and they had no idea that this thing had passed by. But as you're watching here, and we've got it slowed down, different zoomed in shots here, the drone is slowly making its way towards these beautiful Utah hills in the background, where suddenly out of the hills emerges a white object moving so fast that even as it passes the drone, it's very hard to discern the shape of the object, but many have said that it looks like a saucer or something similar to that. And when you play this thing at regular speed, because most of you guys have been seeing slowed down versions of it, it happens lightning fast, and you can clearly see the object coming out of the hills and turning onto its side. Again, just like you would think of a plane or a fighter jet. And it's moving so fast, the amount of time, we're talking a second, that it takes for this object to come from out of those hills, which look to be miles away, and then pass by this drone. Some have estimated it to be going upwards of 400 to 500 miles per hour, up to thousands of miles per hour. I mean, this thing is moving fast. And as I said, when I first saw this, I immediately recalled past footage of these things, again, captured by drones, unbeknownst to the drone operators who had no idea. They didn't see it until they got home and reviewed the footage, and the objects themselves look identical to what has been captured here above Utah. And so before we go any further, I just want to show you some of those clips that you may remember me posting, one back in 2016, I think another in 2018, and some others that you may not have seen of these so-called fast movers. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about some programs that whistleblowers have actually revealed to exist to study this particular type of UFO.
You just be advised, we've added on some mode pictures to disc 6 that we'd like to get down sometime tonight.
So as you just saw, not only have these fast walkers or fast movers been captured down here on Earth, but they've also been seen many more times up in space. Now, we also all know about the recent declassified Pentagon videos of the Tic Tac UFOs, also described by Navy fighter pilots as fast-moving UFOs or fast movers, which I spoke about briefly in my last video, where some of these objects sighted out over the ocean that were basically stalking these aircraft carriers off the coast of California would descend from upwards of 60,000 feet high down to 50 feet right above the ocean in a matter of seconds. Furthermore, not just up in the air and out in space have these things been sighted, specifically these fast walkers, but also down in the depths of our oceans, with a report coming out in 2017 that the U.S. Navy was also running a top-secret program to detect these objects. Some have called them alien spacecraft, after a man by the name of Mark D'Antonio, who was on board a U.S. Navy submarine in the North Atlantic, had overheard a naval officer aboard the ship ordering the sonar operator to log an unidentified object that had been spotted traveling underwater at several hundred knots, and that was to be added to the list of strange underwater objects that had been spotted as part of what the naval officer called, quote, the Fast Mover Program. And just to put this in context, currently most submarines and torpedoes and things of that nature can only go upwards of around 40 knots. And these objects have been spotted traveling several hundred knots under the water. And these things are being picked up on sonar by submarines. And a perfect example of these objects that seem to be able to fly through the sky and then down into the water with little to absolutely no resistance from said water came from the extremely mind-blowing footage that was captured, I believe, off the coast of Puerto Rico by Homeland Security, where you can watch them tracking this thing in infrared as it moves at an incredible rate of speed along the coast and then suddenly dives down into the ocean, and it encounters no resistance whatsoever. It does not slow down one bit. And so with this new footage, the mysterious phenomenon known as fast walkers being captured by drones, predominantly, because that seems to be the only time you can actually spot these things, continues. And I want you guys to head over and check out the main videos, the original videos of this. Check out the interview with the filmmakers, all the links and credit to them. I'll put it down below. What are these fast walkers? You put down below what you think. So with that, thank you guys for stopping by. Stay safe, stay tuned, and I'll see you back in just a bit.